If you clicked on this video, it's probably because you're looking to buy a printer under $100 and you do not know which one to choose. Well, during the last year, I had the chance to test 20 or even more printers in this price range, and I learned a lot by doing this. So one of the most basic question is what you intend to use this printer for. If you simply want to print in black and white and mostly text, go for a laser printer. At the moment of making this video, there are not any laser printer for under $100. But sometimes they come in sale and they can get in this price range. The closest one I would recommend is the Brother HLL2405W, which is currently at $120, but sometimes it's at $99. A great alternative is also to check on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace for an older Brother laser printer. I don't usually recommend getting a used budget printer, but in this case, these Brother's printers are very reliable. They can easily last 10 years with very minimal maintenance. I own one, and for the last 7 years, printing hundreds of pages every month, it's still going strong. HP is also making the LaserJet M110W that goes often on sale at $100 as well. Although I didn't have any issue when I tested mine, I still prefer the Brother, which seems to be a much better product overall. If you expect to print often in color, you'll need an inkjet printer. These are great to print text, graphics, and also pictures. And there are tons and tons of options for under $100. Now, the most important thing to note is that inkjet printers are prone to print head clogging. Most budget printers have print heads integrated in the ink cartridge. So if you stop printing during a month and let's say the ink dries up, well, you just have to buy new cartridges and you're good to go. But this will be costly on the long term since you're gonna waste perfectly good ink cartridges simply because they dried out. Now let's talk about the total cost. What you need to understand is that Canon, HP, Epson, and Brother as well are not making much money selling only the printer itself. Their business model is based on selling you the ink. You know the small cartridges you buy for $24.99? Well, it costs them less than $1 to produce. So the margins are very high. Although there are many printers selling for under $100, you should consider the long-term cost of ink in the equation. And here are some examples to help you. For example, if we take the Brother MFC J1010DW, it costs $80 at this moment. When time will come to buy ink for this printer, you'll need a pack of cyan, magenta, and yellow LC401 cartridges that are currently selling for $25 and one black ink cartridge that is selling for $14. These will last you 200 pages. And the good part about this is that you can replace each color separately. This means that for 400 pages, if we don't count the included ink cartridges that come with the printer, since they don't last very long, well, it will cost you $80 plus 25 plus 25 plus 14 plus 14. And that's a total of $158 for those 400 pages if we put the price of the printer in this equation. Now let's make the same estimate using a much cheaper inkjet printer, because most people say, hey, let me just get the cheaper inkjet printer since I don't want to spend a lot of money. Well, okay, let's take the HP DeskJet 2755E. It cost only $50. HP is selling for $35 a pack of both the black ink cartridges and the three color ones that has the cyan, magenta, and yellow combined in one. The black one is good for 120 pages and the color one for 100 pages. So let's say 115 pages for this example. Well, to print 400 pages, it will cost you $50 plus 35 plus 35 plus 35 plus 16, because the last one we won't use it fully. So that's a total of $171. So you may be thinking that it's a good deal getting a cheap printer, while on the long term, and 400 pages, maybe even in the short term, well, it will cost you more than comparing to that Brother. Here is how much it will cost to operate the cheapest laser printer, the Brother HL L2405W. The printer cost $120. This is $20 over our $100 budget. The ink toner for this Brother, a genuine ink toner, the TN830, cost $50 for 1,200 prints. So for 400 pages, you're going to pay $120 for the printer and then only $17 for those 400 pages, since this is a third of the cost of the full toner. So a total of $137. Operating a budget laser printer will be much cheaper on the longer run than most or almost all inkjet printer at this price range. So sometimes maybe it's better to spend a few more bucks to get something that after a year will actually cost you less. Now let's talk about things to avoid, and here I have selected 2 of them. So almost every company now has a subscription-based program where you pay a certain amount of dollars each month and they let you print a certain amount of pages because they send you the ink by mail. There's nothing wrong with this basic concept. Companies want to make more money and they just offer you a different product. Well, the problem is specifically related to the HP program that it's named HP Instant Ink. Not only they're trying to push this subscription program down to your throat many times when you're setting up the printer. Last time I did it, they asked me 4 different times and I think it's too much. I already said no once. Why you keep pushing this? But if you read the fine prints, which most people won't do, you'll find out a very disgusting detail. If you decide to cancel your subscription, you will not be able to use any aftermarket ink cartridges, the one that are cheaper. So your printer will only accept HP original cartridges. Even if you're out of the program, even if you cancel, this still applies to you forever. I think this is going too far and I should not be punished simply because I cancel your subscription program. If you purchase any tool, well, you should be able to use it the way you want and not get some software limitations. Now, the other thing you need to avoid is actually buying a printer when you do not need one. For example, if you're only printing 5 sheets of paper or even 10 a month, there's better alternatives. For example, there are many libraries that will offer to print anything for 25 cents a sheet of paper. If you're living close to a university, same thing. This way you do not have to spend any money buying a printer, you don't have to worry that your print head will dry out, and finally you won't have to buy any ink. Financially, this makes a lot more sense for many people. Alright, now let's talk about my top choices for $100. And I chose 3 different categories. So the first one is best laser printer. As I said, there's no new laser printer or under $100 unless it's on sale. So if it's around Boxing Day, well, check them out. And by the way, I have put Amazon links in the description to all the printer I talked in this video. So it's easier for you to check them out. And every time you buy through my links, you support my channel because these videos are not sponsored by anyone. I bought all these printers with my own money. So if you're able to stretch your budget by $20, I think the Brother HL2405W and the Brother HL L2400D are both worth the extra cost, since not only they're very reliable, but also a lot cheaper to run after just a few months. If you choose the model ending with a W, it simply means that it has Wi-Fi integrated, but no double-sided printing, duplex. The model ending with a D simply means that it does not have Wi-Fi, but it has the duplex print. So you have to choose between these 2 options. The runner-up in this category will be the HP LaserJet M110W. I have also tested another HP model on my channel if you want to check this out, but definitely the M110W, I think it's the better choice. It's a lot smaller, so if you do not have a lot of space on your desk, this could be nice. But the ink cartridges are more expensive comparing to the Brother, at least where I live. this is just something to keep in mind. It's not a bad choice. It's just that the Brother is definitely a more safe choice. And again, just check Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. Sometimes you can find some Brother's laser printer for like $50, which is a very great deal since you'll be able to use them many years. Now let's check the best compact inkjet printer. So for this, I chose the HP DeskJet 3755. There's also the 3750, or sometimes they just change the last number at the end, but it's actually the same printer. If you do not have a lot of space on your desk, I definitely recommend this one, since it's definitely the smallest printer I had to review on my channel by a lot. And even though it's small, it also has a scanner integrated. Although actually the scanner is only good for occasional scanning, since it's quite awkward to use and I was very frustrating trying to insert paper inside of it. Although this printer is half of the size of a regular inkjet printer, or sometimes even 3 times smaller, it's able to print at the same quality, which is very impressive. It will be slightly slower than other inkjet printers, and those HP ink cartridges are quite expensive for the low amount of pages they allow you to print. So this is something to keep in mind. Yes, it's small, but you'll pay more on the long run. The runner-up in this category will be the Canon PIXMA MJ2525. It's small, although the HP is definitely on the smaller side. It has a regular scanner, much easier to use, so if you intend to scan many documents, this could be a better choice compared to the HP, especially if you do not have tons of space on your desk. And it prints at the same quality as the HP as well. The only thing is it's slightly bigger, so this is why it's not the winner in this category. And now for the best inkjet printer for $100 or less. Well, I chose the Brother MFC J1010DW. I had the chance to use the J1012DW, which is the same printer, it's just the Canadian version. And for $80, you get a printer with all the basic features and even more. It has the Wi-Fi, it has a very easy to use control panel with a screen and a bunch of buttons. It has an automatic feeder scanner, so if you want to scan many pages at the same time, just shove them there and the printer will do the rest. It also has a basic scanner as well, so it has 2 scanners. And finally, a fax machine, which I don't think many people will use unless you're living in Japan. But for me, the best thing about this printer, and it's very rare to see this for $100 or less, is the fact that it has 4 different ink cartridges. You see, other budget printers often have their color ink combined into one cartridge. This means that when one of the color is gone, let's say the red is gone, you need to throw that cartridge in the garbage because it will be unusable. The printer will not let you print. While with this Brother, since you have a cartridge for each color, you simply need to replace the specific color and that's all. You don't need to throw the yellow color that not many people are using. It can stay there a long time. Runner-up in this category will be the Epson Expression Home XP5200. So I used this printer about 6 months ago and I really liked it. It has, again, all the basic features and it was definitely one of the easiest to use printers because of the screen and how everything was placed. Now, it didn't have a top document feeder like the Brother, so this is why I didn't pick it as a winner, and the Epson is not a bad choice. I'll definitely stay away from many HP printers. Although sometimes they're much cheaper comparing to Brother and Epson printers, their ink is very expensive and they do not have more features. Many times they don't even come with a screen, so you have to deal with buttons and lights, and it's much harder to understand what the printer needs or what it's trying to communicate. They're not bad printers, it's just that there's much better options out there. And now you may have noticed that I didn't talk too much about print quality, and this is because at under $100, most printers are able to print at the same resolution. Apart the laser printers. These are printing at a lower resolution, so it's not really adequate if you're trying to print pictures. But who prints black and white pictures these days anyway? After comparing tens of models on my channel, you really need to check the results side by side to find small differences between the quality of different inkjet printers at $100 or less. So I don't think this is an important point. All of these options that I talked today are able to produce more than enough quality, especially if you're printing pictures or graphics. So this is it. I hope this video was helpful. Again, if you want to support my channel, check the Amazon affiliate links in the description down below. If you do not agree with something I said, please write a comment. If you agreed, leave a comment as well. Thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.